PTCI Channel 2 welcomes you to our coverage of Panhandle State Aggie Baseball. Today is Senior Day, and the Aggies taking on the Oklahoma City Stars. Beautiful day for baseball, 75 degrees, a little bit of wind, but it wouldn't be Panhandle baseball if we didn't have a little wind out here. Starting in the field for the Aggies today, first the outfield. In left field, it'll be number 35, Chris Schreier. In center field, number 32, Bradley Ruiz. In right field, number 22, Jalen Burnett. In the infield, number 29, Casey Leatherwood. At shortstop, number 12, Nate Kelly. At second base, number 24, Juan Sanchez. And at first base, number 23, Pierce Edwards. At catcher, number 6, Herson Padilla. And pitching for the Aggies, Adrian Lopez. Aggies come into this contest with an overall record of 25-29, 13-14 in the Sooner Athletic Conference. Today, a very tough opponent. Oklahoma City Stars come into this one with a 41-5 overall record, 23-3 in the Sooner Athletic Conference. They do stand alone in first place. Lopez gets his final warm-ups. Leading off for the Stars, it will be their second baseman, number 6, Brandon Greger. Stars did sweep a couple games from the Aggies yesterday. The Aggies trying to not only win on Senior Day, but also salvage a win out of this 3-game set. 4 seniors graduating. This is their final game. Josh Casillas, Pierce Edwards, Adrian Lopez, and Nate Kelly. Those 4 seniors once again playing their final game in the Aggie red, white, and blue.
Coming to the plate, number 6, Brandon Greger.
So Greger at the plate, and we're ready to play ball. Lopez gets the sign. Here's the opening windup, and first pitch is in for strike 1. Second pitch is fouled off, straight back. So Lopez up 0-2 in the count. That one fouled off to the right. Just misses being fair by maybe a foot or so. The count will stay at 0-2. That one hit to center field. Into right, caught by the center fielder, Bradley Ruiz, for out number 1.
Up next, number 11, Joe Lytle.
Now up the DH, number 11, Joe Lytle. First pitch high for ball 1. Second pitch just outside, so 2-0 the count.
You can live there.
That one hit straight up the middle for a base hit as it'll roll into center field. So the first base runner of the game for the Stars.
Lane Milligan.
Now up the catcher, number 3, Lane Milligan. Well, 3 batters in and already 2 lefties at the plate, and that's a little unusual. That pitch high and outside for ball 1. Count is now 2-0. And the throw to first, he's back in time. There's the pitch, and got him to swing on that one for strike 1. So 2-1 now the count. Lopez checks the runner. There's the throw. Runner is back in time. Nice throw there. Right in front of the runner's leg, nice and low. Edwards really didn't have to make any move. That pitch outside. 3-1. That pitch outside. No, they'll say that is strike 2. He caught the outside corner, so full count. That one hit into the glove. Second base, the throw over to first in time for out number 2. Great play there by Juan Sanchez.
Now batting number 2, Sean Corso.
So the first baseman, number 2, Sean Corso, up to bat now. He's got Joe Lytle on second base. 2 outs.
All right, back him up, D. Let's go.
There's the pitch. That's in for strike 1. That one hit hard to left field. Chris Schreier under it for out number 3. So the Aggies give up 1 hit, but no runs. And we head to the bottom half of the first inning. We're still tied at 0. We are ready to start off the bottom half of the first inning. On the mound for Oklahoma City, number 33, Doug Holloway. First batter he'll face from the Aggies, the catcher, number 6, Gerson Padilla. The first pitch hits solidly to left field. And it's going to be caught for out number 1.
Up next for the Aggies, number 12, shortstop, Nate Kelly.
Well, next up will be the shortstop, number 12, Nate Kelly.
Go, Dave. Big man, let's go.
First pitch is in for strike 1. As mentioned earlier, Nate, a senior. He's out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. And he's down in the count now, 0-2. That one bounced near the plate towards second base. Can't get a hold of it. He turns, headed towards second. There's the throw, and he's safe. So Kelly, after that ball slid by with some heady base running, turns a single into a double. And the Aggies have a runner in scoring position with the DH, number 20, Jared Maeda, stepping into the batter's box. Maeda, a junior from Cypress, California. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. That one inside. So Maeda up 2-0 in the count. Pitcher steps off the mound and reset. That one bounced up towards second base. The throw to first is in time for out number 2. Kelly does advance to third.
Batting for the Aggies, number 22, right fielder, Jalen Burnett.
And that will bring up the right fielder, number 22, Jalen Burnett. Jalen, just a freshman out of Amarillo, Texas, went to River Road High School.
Here we go, Toes. Get that cash.
First pitch is in for strike 1. That pitch inside. So 1-1 to Burnett. Runner on third base. That pitch outside, 2-1. That pitch outside as well. 3-1 now the count to Burnett. And Burnett can get on. Casey Leatherwood is up next. Swung on and missed. So it's a full count.
Smart man, let's go. Line.
That one hit down the first base line, rolls foul.
through. Let's go.
That one fouled off as well into the Stars dugout. Burnett staying alive. See if he can get the pitch he was looking for. That one hit high. First baseman is under it, and that will be out number 3. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and we head to the top of the second inning. We're still tied up at 0. Leading off for the Stars in the top of the second inning, it's the left fielder, number 18, Daniel Costello. Here's the pitch from Lopez. Outside for ball 1. That one hit solidly. Picked up by Sanchez. Throw to first is in time for out number 1.
Up next, number 4, Garrett Foster.
Now up the third baseman, number 4, Garrett Foster. That pitch just a bit inside. And misses on that one as well. Got a little restless with that one as the count moves to 2-0. That one high. So 3-0 now the count. And Lopez gets that one in for strike 1. And he walked him. Next up, the right fielder, number 23, Hunter Aguirre. Lopez checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Get right back up the middle. Diving play. And it was caught by Bradley Ruiz. Just a great play there in center field. We're out number 2.
Number 9, Elliot Carey.
So the center fielder, number 9, Kerry Elliott, up to bat now. He'll turn to bunt. That one popped up and off of the backstop for strike number 1. Throw back over to first. Foster back easily. 0-1 the count, 2 outs, 1 runner on first. That one swung on and missed. Nasty pitch to go up 0-2. That pitch outside. 1-2 now the count. Elliott, a lefty as well, already the 5th batter who's batted from the left-handed side. That one hit over the glove of Kelly and into left field. And so with 2 outs, runners on first and second.
5, Jacob Chappelle.
So that will bring up the shortstop, number 5, Jacob Chappelle. First pitch is high for ball 1. Throw back to second. Foster back. And it's picking up a little bit as we got a dust devil blowing across the field. 1-0 the count, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. 9-hole hitter at bat. There's the delivery, hit solidly towards second base. Sanchez throw to first. They'll say he stepped off the bag trying to reach that one. So the bases are loaded. Back to the top of the lineup, the second baseman, Brandon Greger, back up to bat. That one fouled off and out of play for strike 1. Greger flew out to center in his first at bat back in the first inning to start off the game. That pitch inside, 1-1 now the count. Lopez checks the leadoff runner. Here's the pitch, and it's high. 2-1 now the count. So what was 2 outs with the runner on first base has now become a bases loaded situation. Lopez trying to pitch his way out of this one. That pitch outside, now 3-1 the count. Lopez is going to have to give him something to swing out here, as he doesn't want to walk home or run. That one down the pipe, but they'll say no. And the first run of the game is on the board as Foster walks in.
2 outs, now batting number 11, Joe Lytle.
So Joe Lytle back up, the DH. He singled to center field in his first at bat. Here's the first pitch. Hit to right field. It's deep. And it is a grand slam home run. And so just like that, with 2 outs already on the board, Oklahoma City has put 5 on the board here in the top of the second inning.
At the plate, number 3, Lane Milligan.
So the catcher, Lane Milligan, will come up to bat. Lane had a 4-3 ground out in his first at bat. First pitch is in for strike 1. One outside, 2-0 or 1-1. That one swung on and a miss. 1-2 now the count. That one outside. 2-2 now the count. That one hit foul. And a swing and a miss for out number 3. That's Lopez's first strikeout of the game. But the damage was done. We head to the bottom half of the second inning. It's Oklahoma City 5, Panhandle State 0.
That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to shoot it fast, but I mean, just to get the ball down the floor, we should be pretty good in transition. Again, because of our speed, we've got good athleticism at all 5 spots. Shooting the ball is something that we're going to need to work on with recruiting, and then also with some player development. We've got to be able to make threes. Defensively, we could be really good on the perimeter. Got 3 or 4 guards that can really sit down and defend the basketball. So there's definitely some bright spots on this team, and I really look forward to getting to work when they come back in August.
Well, Coach, just to catch up on the game a little bit, Casey Leatherwood, the third baseman, up to bat. He's got an 0-2 count right now. Coach, you've got some Division I experience. You're from South Texas, and I see you're repping that today with your
right, got my
World Series championship Astros from head to toe there. And spent some time at UNC Wilmington. Got to go to the NCAA tournament a couple of times. You guys pulled off an upset while you were there against Southern Cal, and then really maybe even more impressive as Casey Leatherwood goes down for out number 1 with a strikeout. Up next will be Chris Schreier, the left fielder. You guys took on Maryland when they were the defending national champs. And I think you helped your team take a lead pretty late in that game. And I'm bringing up a bad memory, aren't I?
That's a sore subject with me. We were down 1 with 5 seconds left, and I got a chance to go to the free throw line, and I made both free throws to put us up 1. And I was a awful free throw shooter my sophomore year. Awful. I was like 42%. And so it was a miracle.
But your clutch rating was high, huh?
That's right. That's
clutch
right.
rating was high.
And then they hit that ridiculous shot at the buzzer to beat us. I was actually watching that with a couple of my guys last night. So anytime I hear Maryland, I cringe. Yeah, unbelievable experience to be able to go to the tournament twice, get a win, and just being at that level is unlike anything else. So it's definitely something that I think about often, and I always look back and I like to tell my players about memories like that, just because it's such a rare opportunity to go to the NCAA tournament, and it was just a great time to play.
Well, you also spent 5 years overseas, I believe in China and a couple other places. Where else did you play? And tell us a little about your experience there as well.
Well, I started my career overseas in France. Played 3 years in France, 1 season in China, and a year in Romania. So it was definitely interesting. When I first got over there, I'd never been out of the country, so I was in a little bit of culture shock. They don't have air conditioning over there. So when I got over there in August, it was like 98 degrees. There was no AC. I had never seen I'd never seen a shower that wasn't coming out of the wall. It was like a hose, And then the real kicker is when people move there, they literally take the toilet seat with them. So when I moved into my apartment, there was no toilet seat.
You didn't know you had to bring your own toilet seat.
I was like, what is this? But high level basketball out there, and I was really fortunate to be able to play for 5 years after college. Great experience to see the world, and it was something that I feel like made me a better man and person, just being able to go out there by myself and live and learn and grow. So it was a great opportunity.
Well, Coach, back to Panhandle State, and you're just starting out here. What are some of your goals for this team? I know this is early on, but you're taking over first time as a full-time head coach. What are some of your philosophies and the things that you're looking at that you want to implement here?
Well, the biggest thing I want to implement right away is just a culture of togetherness. Like today, we got our guys out here at the baseball game. They're interacting. They're not on their phones. And they're talking amongst each other. And my whole thing is do as much together as you can, whether it's going to eat, going to a movie, whatever you can do with your teammates. Find things to do. That's big with me. That's the culture I feel like we got to have if we're going to grow, to push each other, but also love on each other and have that trust on the court. You got to be together. So that's the first thing I'm really trying to implement, and the guys are doing a good job. We actually met this morning at 7:30 and had a little team building exercise, and we actually talked about our goals. So some of my goals for the team this year, first and foremost, I want to have a winning season. It's been a while since these guys have had a winning season. To be able to coach and see areas that I need to emphasize is actually being on the floor. One thing I noticed from just playing yesterday is just how we need to get better at communicating, talking. Again, it gets back to our team building, our teamwork, building that trust in each other. We've got to be more vocal as a team. And that's just stuff that, you just kind of see, because I'm out there trying my best to talk, which is the way that I played, in college. And then when certain guys aren't saying things, it just really stands out because it's almost natural for me. But some of these guys, it's not. And so that's one thing that, we will definitely get better at. It's always good to be able to get out there and play along with your guys.
Well, Coach Combs, we sure appreciate you joining us, or Coombs, I should say.
Yes.
I'm still getting used to that one a little bit, but we're glad that you're here. Welcome to the Oklahoma Panhandle. As you're getting you saw that little dust devil there. You got
had some dirt
used to what
up.
we have here, and we do welcome you here. The weather sometimes can be a little iffy, but it can be tough as that ball goes foul and just out of the reach of right fielder Jalen Burnett's hands. But what you're going to find is the people here, they're the best that you'll ever find anywhere in the world. But
no question.
We do welcome you again to the Oklahoma Panhandle, and good luck this upcoming season.
Thank you very much.
So after the Aggies went 1, 2, 3, Oklahoma City back at bat. The shot to short, throw across is in time. Nice throw from Nate Kelly over to Edwards as he kind of falls to the ground but maintained his position on the base for out number 1. So the left fielder, Daniel Costello, up to bat now. First pitch is outside for ball 1. That one in for strike 1. 1-1 now the count. Here we are with strike 2. He caught the outside corner. That one hit high, right to shortstop. The easy catch there by Kelly for out number 2.
Up next, number 4, Garrett Foster.
So now up the third baseman, Garrett Foster. Foster walked and then scored a run. Actually scored the first run of the game back in the second inning. First pitch a bit high. And they'll say that's ball 2.
Hey, sooner or later, he's earned those, Blue. Let's go.
That one inside as well. 3-0 now the count. There. That one in for strike 1.
Good work, Ken. Let's go. Keep up. Back him up, Keith.
That one fouled straight back. So a full count. That one hit towards third base. Leatherwood in the glove. The throw across, the bouncer. It gets through. Runner turns. Oh, we'll have to go back to first. And so once again with 2 outs, 1 on for the Stars. The right fielder, Hunter Aguirre, up to bat. Flew out to center in his first at bat. A swing and a miss, strike 1. This was the position the Aggies were in when things went wrong in the last inning. 2 outs, a runner on first. Throw over to first. Lopez just lofted it over there. So 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Hit solidly. It is gone over the right field fence. Burnett didn't even move out in right field. He knew that one was gone as soon as contact was made. So a 2-run dinger puts the Stars up 7-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. All 7 of their runs have come with 2 outs. So Kerry Elliott, the center fielder, now up to bat. First pitch in for strike 1. Elliott singled in his first at bat. One and one now the count. That one fouled back and out of play.
Hey, celebrator, baseball, what's up?
So 1-2 the count. That one hit to right center. Underneath it is Ruiz for out number 3. But the Stars add a couple more as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Oklahoma City 7, Panhandle State 0. We're ready to start the bottom half of the 3rd inning. The second baseman, Juan Sanchez, up to bat. His first at bat of the day. Fouled off to the right and out of play. One swing and a miss. 0-2 the count to Sanchez. And a swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 3 out of the last 4 batters. So the center fielder, Bradley Ruiz, now up to bat.
Center fielder, Bradley Ruiz.
That pitch outside, so ball 1. That went in for strike 1. Ruiz, a sophomore from Keller, Texas, fouls that one off to the right. 1-2 the count.
Bradley, get through this. Let's go.
And got him swinging there for the strikeout. So 2 down here. The bottom of the 3rd, back to the top of the order. It's the catcher, Person Padilla. First pitch is in for strike one. That one fouled off to the left. So 0-2 now the count to Padilla. That pitch outside. Padilla takes one in the back. Well, he'll get his base, but he pays for it. So that'll bring up the shortstop, Nate Kelly.
Come to the pit for your Aggies. Number 12, shortstop, Nate Kelly.
Did end a streak of 7 straight batters that Holloway had retired.
Pitch running, number 1, Aaron Moreno.
So courtesy runner for the catcher, number 1, Aaron Moreno, will come in. So Kelly up his second time around with a double in his first at bat. First pitch is in for strike one. Throw over to first. He's back in time. There's the pitch. Moreno takes off. He's going to be in safely at second. Pitcher down on his knees in pain. We've got a timeout on the field. So 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third. It's Oklahoma City 7, Panhandle State 0. So they will say that pitch was fouled, which means Moreno returns to first base. And the count to Kelly stands at 0-2. With 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third. Moreno takes off. And Kelly is hit. That's his second straight batter. And Holloway has hit. Now up the DH, Jared Maeda. Maeda rounded out to second. First at bat, fouls off that first pitch, straight back. Pitcher steps off the mound. Moreno back on the second bag. So 0-1 again, the count. That one inside for ball one.
Come on, Jalen.
A swing and a miss from Maeda makes the count 1-2. That one hit right back up the middle, off the shortstop's glove, and the bases are loaded. So the Aggies looking for their own two-run, two-out rally. And the right fielder, batting cleanup, Jalen Burnett up to bat. Popped out to first base in his first at bat. He comes up with the bases loaded. First pitch is a ball. That was a wild pitch. Moreno coming in. He's going to score, and the Aggies are on the board. All three runners advance, so Aggies still down 7-1. They have two runners in scoring position, and the count stands at 2-0 to Burnett. Holloway, who was mowing them down with 4 strikeouts and 5 batters in the second and third innings. He struggled here after hitting 2 batters. Swing and a miss there by Burnett. Makes the count 2-1.
Come on, Jalen. Jake Quilla, let's get it. We outie.
That pitch inside. 3-1. And that ball will load up the bases for Casey Leatherwood.
Now batting for the Aggies, number 29, third baseman, Casey Leatherwood.
So a chance for the Aggies here. One swing of the bat by Casey Leatherwood, and Aggies could be right back in the thick of things here. First pitch outside for ball 1. That pitch inside, 2-0 now the count. That went in for strike 1. That one in the dirt, 3-1 now the count.
Walk the run. Don't help him out.
That went in for a strike 2, so a full count to Casey Leatherwood. Bases loaded. Everybody's going to be on the move here with 2 outs. Leatherwood calls for timeout, steps out. And everybody will be on the move. Full count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, fouled back. Leatherwood stays alive.
Now get all of it. Go. Get all of it.
And he hung him up with an outside pitch. Leatherwood walks away in disbelief. And the Aggies strand 3. They did get one across. As we head to the 4th inning, it's Oklahoma City 7, Panhandle State 1. So as we start off the top of the 4th inning, the number 9 hole hitter, the shortstop, Jacob Chappelle, up to bat. First pitch is a ball. That went inside as well. 2-0 now the count. That went in for strike 1. Chappelle singled and later scored in his first at bat, back in the 2nd inning. That one hit down the third base line and foul. So that'll make the count 2-2. That one hit solidly to center field. Wind catches it. Ruiz under it for the first out of the inning.
Brandon Rieger.
Now up the second baseman, Brandon Grieger. Lopez with the windup and the pitch. Bounces off the ump. That'll be ball 1. That one hit to left field. And the center fielder, as it drifted over. Well, it looked like it was headed to left field, more to left center, and Bradley Ruiz got underneath that one as well for out number 2. Now up the DH, Joe Lytle. Lytle, a lethal 2 for 2 today, singled back in the first, and then a grand slam home run in the second. First pitch is fouled off. That pitch outside, 1-1 now the count. That one fouled off the third base side. 1-2 now the count. That pitch outside, 2-2. Bumps that one towards third base. Dive by Leatherwood. Throw over. Ball gets past. And Lytle ends up on second base.
Now batting, number 3, Lane Milligan.
So the catcher, Lane Milligan, up to bat now. Milligan 0 for 2 with a strikeout today. First pitch in, swing, strike one. That one hit towards third base in the gap. Lytle turns, there's the throw. It's going to be too wide. Runner will score. And it's now 8-1 in favor of the Stars. Once again, they score with 2 outs already up there.
Presenting number 16, Quinn Wahlberg.
The first baseman, Sean Corso, up to bat. Corso 0 for 2 today. Oh and 1 now the count. That one hits solidly to the outfield. The wind picks it up, so it'll be in shallow. And Ruiz, his third put out of the inning. The Stars add 1 as we head to the bottom half of the 4th. It's Oklahoma City 8, Panhandle State 1. First pitch is outside. Second pitch as well. So 2-0 now the count. So 3-0 now the count. That went in for strike one. That pitch outside and he walked him.
Now batting, number 23, first baseman, Pierce Edwards.
So the first baseman, Pierce Edwards, now up to bat. 0 for 1 today with a ground out to first base. Tried to bunt, but it's popped up. Luckily out of the reach of the catcher. So 0-1 now the count. Throw to first. He's back in time. back over to first. Schreier back again. Throw to first again. Schreier back once again. There's a pitch. They'll say he went. So 0-2 now the count. That one fouled off.
Come on now, let's go. Find it. Find it.
Pitch outside. 1-2. That one fouled off into the Stars dugout. And the count will stay at 1-2.
Come on, kids. Stay in the fight. Let's go. Stay in the fight.
That one in the dirt. Pitcher lost it for a minute, but able to locate it. 2-2 now the count. Throw to first. Schreier back in time. That pitch outside, and it's a full count. Runner takes off, ball bounces in front of first. Batter is out.
Second baseman, Juan.
Not exactly sure what the call was going to be on that one. Kind of waiting to see what happened. So a 2-3 put out of Edwards. Schreier did advance to second. So one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The second baseman, Juan Sanchez, up. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. That pitch inside. And pitch low. So 2-0 now the count. So now the count 2-1 after that strike. That one in for strike two, so 2-2 now the count. Once again, Schreier out there on second, scoring position. That one outside and in the dirt, so a full count. And Sanchez, second straight batter. That one hit solidly in the gap to right. Schreier turns for home. Here's the throw in. And he's safe. The Aggies still trailing though, but add a run to make it 8-2.
At the plate, number 32, center fielder.
Looked like the catcher may have had the ball in time, but didn't reach out and touch the runner. Good base running there by Schreier as well. So the center fielder, Bradley Ruiz, up to bat. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. And Ruiz has hit, so that's the third hit batsman so far today. So runners on first and second for that as they head back to the top of the lineup. The catcher, Dia, up to bat. Padilla 0 for 1 today, but did reach when in the last inning he was hit by a pitch. That one hit towards second base. There's the grab, the throw to second, the throw to first for the double play is in time. And that will end the inning. The Aggies trail 8-2 as we head to the fifth. So leading off here, the top of the fifth inning for the Stars, it will be their left fielder, Daniel Costello. Costello 0 for 2 today with a ground out to second. And a pop up to short as well. That one hit to the outfield. May fall in the gap there, but no. Ruiz able to chase that one down in shallow right center.
At the plate, number 4.
Going off his speed. So the third baseman, Garrett Foster, at the plate. First pitch, a bit high for ball 1. That pitch inside, 2-0 now the count. That one low, 3-0 now the count. That one outside, and he walked him on 4 pitches. That brings up the right fielder, Hunter Aguirre.
Now batting, number 23, Hunter Aguirre.
That one in the dirt as well, as Lopez struggling to find the strike zone. Throw to first. Runner is back in time. That one fouled off and out of play. So 1-1 the count. That pitch outside. So 2-1 now the count to Aguirre. And a swing and a miss. That'll even up the count at 2 apiece. 1 out, 1 on. Here in the top half of the 5th inning, the Stars lead Panhandle State 8-2. Lopez with the throw to first. He'll just lob it over there. Foster back. And a swing in the dirt, and got him that 3rd strike. So 2 down. Here in the top half of the 5th, the center fielder, Kerry Elliott, coming up to bat. His name is Elliott Carey. Had that backwards on my sheet. Sorry about that. First pitch is in for a strike. Carey 1 of 2 today with a single. Swinging on strike 2. That pitch out, ball 1. This has been a dangerous spot for the day. As mentioned already, the Stars, all 8 of their runs have come with 2 outs in each of the innings that they've scored. Hit solid field. Diving for it, missing is Schreier. He'll try to chase that one down. The runners advance to second and third. So no runs scored.
At the plate, number 5, Jacob Chappelle.
And now up the shortstop, Jacob Chappelle. He's 1 for 2 today. He comes to the plate with 2 in scoring position. First pitch is there for strike 1. So 1-1 now the count. There's the pitch from Lopez outside. 2-1 now. That one in the dirt is Chapel held off on that. 3-1 now the count. And he walked him. So the bases are loaded, and it's back to the top of the lineup, the second baseman, Brandon Grieger.
Number 6, Brandon Grieger.
Grieger 0 for 2 today with a walk and a run scored. Couple of flyouts to center. That one hit deep to left field. Schreier underneath it, and the third out. So the Aggies get out of a bases loaded situation without giving up any runs. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's Oklahoma City 8, Panhandle State 2. Will be the shortstop, Nate Kelly, leading off. That pitch outside for ball 1. That one swung on and fouled off, so 1-1 now the count. Kelly 1 for 1 today and also was hit by a pitch. That one hit towards the third baseline, but foul. 2-2 the count.
Come on, kid, make a count. Let's go.
That one fouled off to the right. And the count will stay 2-2. And he reached for that one. Catcher misses it though. It'll go all the way to the fence. So Kelly is on.
All right, we got room to move.
Coming up for your Aggies, number 20, designated hitter, Jared Maeda.
Jared Maeda, the designated hitter, up to bat now.
Come on, Jared.
First pitch is fouled off. Maeda 1 of 2 today with a single back in the third and a ground out to second in his first at bat. Throw to first. Kelly back in time. That one fouled off to the right. So 0-2 now the count to Maeda. That one fouled off to the right as well.
Come on, keep fighting. Let's go. Stay on it.
That pitch outside. So 1-2 now the count. Once again fouled off. Umpire needs a few more in the bags to be ready. As Maeda continues to stay alive in this at bat. Here's the pitch. That one hit to right field, out of the reach. He'll advance to second. Kelly turns at third. So 2 on, both in scoring position with the right. Jalen Burnett coming up.
Number 22, right fielder, Jalen Burnett.
Burnett 0 for 1 today with a walk. First pitch is a strike, so 0-1 the count. Turned to bunt, but that one's going to go foul, so 0-2 now the count to Burnett. That one popped up, but out of play.
Not under its ruling. Let's go.
That pitch inside all the way to the back wall. And that's going to score a run for the Aggies as Kelly comes sliding in and Maeda advances to third. So now 8-3, the Aggies still trailing. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. Count now stands at 1-2 to Burnett. Pitch fouled off again.
Be out in battle. Let's go battle.
The Aggie batters are really staying active,
Head down and through.
keeping these at-bats alive. Give themselves a few more chances. Here's the pitch. That one hit solidly in the gap. Shortstop able to make the grab for 1 out, but it does score Maeda.
Let's go, Jared.
Looked like that one was going to get through, but the shortstop was playing far enough off. So 1 down, now 8-4 the score, with Casey Leatherwood, the third baseman, coming up. First pitch is in for strike 1. Pitch outside, 1-1 now the count.
Let's go, let's go.
That one outside, all the way to the backstop. So 2-1 the count. Leatherwood fouls that one off as well. So 2-2 now the count. And a swing and a miss on strike 3. So Leatherwood has had a tough day at the plate as he's gone down on strikeouts in all 3 of his at-bats. So 2 down with the left fielder, Chris Schreier, up to bat. Schreier 0 for 1 today with a walk and a run scored. Also a strikeout. That one hit towards first base. The first baseman there tosses it to the pitcher. It's in time for out number 3, but the Aggies put 2 on the board and trail now 8-4. So leading off here at the top of the 6th inning for the Stars, it's the DH, Joe Lytle. That pitch outside for ball 1. And a late.
Good looking out, Cat. There you go.
Late call actually makes that a strike. And that pitch in the dirt, 1-1 now the count. That pitch just outside, 2-1 now the count.
Yeah, it's way far.
3-1 now the count.
It really is. I saw him down there. Like a mouse amount. After like, you don't have one for this one.
Hands up.
That one popped up and out of play. So a full count. That pitch outside, and he walked him. Now up the catcher, Lane Milligan.
so. That's because they went to but I don't know if they're gonna.
So out of the timeout, Milligan back in the box. Man on first, nobody out here in the top of the sixth. There's the first pitch. It's outside, ball one. That one hit high to right field. Underneath it to make the grab is Burnett. Or out number one.
At the plate, number 2, Sean Corso.
So the first baseman, Sean Corso, now up to bat. He's 0 for 3 today. That one hit to left center. Falls right at the fence. The throw in. It's the cutoff man. The throw home does hold the runners. But with only one out, the Stars now have 2 in scoring position with the left fielder Daniel Costello coming up to bat. Costello 0 for 3 today. A swing and a miss to Costello. So 0-1 the count. That one hits solidly, drops in left field, and that's going to score 1 and leave runners on the corners. So 9-4 now the score.
Number 4, Garrett Foster.
It looks like we may be ready for a pitching change. So coming into pitch will be Josh Casillas, a senior from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. So Garrett Foster, the third baseman at bat. One down here in the top of the 6th inning. Runners on the corners. First pitch is in for a strike. That one fouled off to the right. So 0-2 the count. That one fouled off as well. Hit just over the second baseman's glove to right field. There's the throw in to the cutoff man. Bases are loaded. Stars now lead 10-4.
Hunter Aguirre.
The right fielder Hunter Aguirre up to bat. Aguirre 1 for 3 today, but that one was big as it was a 2 RBI home run over the right field fence. First pitch is in for strike 1. See, this checks the leadoff runner. There's the pitch. Fouled off. So 0-2 the count. That pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Come on, dude. Come on, man. Son of a gun.
So 2-2 now the count. That one fouled off down the third base side. Still 2-2. That one fouled off as well. That one hit towards third base, steps on the bag, the throw across, not in time.
Now batting, number 9, Elliott Carey.
Well, that is out number 2. Runner still on first and second. Elliott Carey up to bat. He's 2 for 3 today with a double and a run scored. Swing and a miss on pitch 1. A swing and a miss to bring the count to 0-2. That one hit foul down the first base side. That pitch outside, 1-2 now the count. hit towards first base. Yellers it in, toss over to the bag for out number 3. The Aggies give up 2 here in the top of the 6th, and we head to this bottom half of the inning. It's Oklahoma City 10, Panhandle State 4. So here in the bottom half of the 6th inning, first baseman Pierce Edwards will lead off for the Aggies. That pitch outside. That one low, so the count now moves to 2-0. Edwards 0 for 2 today. A couple of ground outs. And the count moves to 3-0. And there's strike number 1. So 3-1 now the count. And he'll take his base. So the leadoff man is on here in the bottom half of the 6th. Now up the second baseman, Juan Sanchez. Stars wanted to talk it out. They'll have a little conference out at the mound. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Oklahoma City 10, Panhandle State 4. So this second baseman, Juan Sanchez, will step into the box. Nobody out. Pierce Edwards on first base for the Aggies. First pitch inside, ball 1. That one hit to left field in the gap. All the way to the fence. That's going to score 1. That'll make it 10-5. Edwards scores all the way from first base. As Sanchez's shot rolled all the way to the fence. So Sanchez gets his second hit of the day with that RBI double. So the center fielder Bradley Ruiz now up to bat. Tries to bunt. Luckily, he goes behind the catcher far enough he can't reach it. 0-1 the count. And pitch high, that'll move the count to 1-1. Now face up to bunt, pulls back out, but the strike is called. 1-2. That one high, leaving it up at 2-2. hit in the gap between first and third. So runners on the corners for the Aggies. Nobody out. He's back. Ruiz advanced to second as well.
Number 6, catcher, Hurston Alia.
So two in scoring position as they go to the back to the top of the lineup. The catcher, Hurston Padilla. Oh for 2 today. And did reach and score a run when he was hit by a pitch in the third inning. Aggies looking to rally. Nobody out here. He'll bunt it towards first base. The run does score. First baseman bobbled it, but they will say it is one down.
At the plate, number 12, shortstop, Nate Kelly.
So 10-6 now the score, with Nate Kelly, the shortstop, now up to bat. That one in the gap between the short and third. That's going to score Ruiz from third, and it is now a 10-7 ball game.
Designated hitter, Jared Maeda.
That brings up the designated hitter, Jared Maeda, with just one down here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Maeda 2 for 3 today. First pitch is a strike. Maeda doubled and later scored a run in his last at bat. Just one inning ago. Throw back over to first. Kelly back in time. Pitch inside. 1-1. Throw to first. Kelly back in time. That one smacked in the gap as well. So 2 on again for the Aggies, just 1 out as Jalen Burnett, the right fielder, comes up to bat.
Right fielder, Jalen
He's
Burnett.
0 for 2 today with a walk. Stars want to talk it over. Timeout, 10-7 now the score. So Blaze Edwards on the mound for the Stars. Jalen Burnett at bat for the Aggies. Runners on first and second with only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. At first pitch in, ball. Aggies have already had their best offensive inning putting 3 up on the board so far in this 6th. Still trail by 3 though. That pitch in for strike 1. That one in the dirt, so 2-1 now the count. That one in the dirt as well. Kelly will advance to 3rd. So now runners on the corners, and the count is 3-1. That one hitting the gap as well. That'll score Kelly and leave 2 on.
Now at the plate for the Aggies, number 16, Jake Dean.
And coming in, bat number 16, Jake Dean. He'll step in for Casey Leatherwood, who's really struggled today at the plate. First pitch is in for strike 1. That went in for strike 2, so 0-2 the count to Dean. Just 1 out here. Aggies trail 10-8. Tying run on first. That one in the dirt, so 1-2 now the count.
Heads up, be ready.
That one fouled back by Dean. And he rung him up looking for out number 2.
Up next for the Aggies, 35, Chris Schreier.
So the left fielder, Chris Schreier, steps up with 2 men on.
Let's go.
Aggies still trailing by 2. Schreier 0 for 2 today with a walk and a run scored. That one popped up high to the right. First baseman is underneath it, and that is out number 3. The Aggies put 4 on the board off of 5 hits, and we head to the 7th inning. It's Oklahoma City 10, Panhandle State 8. Well, here as we start the top of the 7th inning.
At the plate for OKC,
It's number 5.
Jacob Chappell.
And Jacob Chappell, the shortstop, up to bat. Also in for the Aggies, number 8, Chris Gallivan. In at third base, as he took Casey Leatherwood's spot, who really struggled today at the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. First pitch is in for strike 1. a swing and a strike 2. Apple 1 of 2 today with a walk. Also scored a run back in the first inning, or second inning. And he rung him up looking for his first strikeout of the game. Brandon Grieger up to bat, second baseman. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored today. First pitch in for a ball. That went outside. So ball 2. That one fouled off and out of play. 2-1 now the count to Grieger. Sirens going off. Everybody just staying in their place. Apparently we're just going to hope that everything's okay. That pitch inside. 3-1 now the count.
Come on, Blue.
That one popped up to second base. Sanchez under it for out number 1, or out number 2.
Now batting, number 11, Joe Lytle.
So the DH, Joe Lytle now up. That pitch in on the outside corner for strike 1. Lytle with quite a day. He's reached at every at-bat, scored 3 runs, 4 RBIs as well. That pitch just outside will even it up at 1-1. That one outside as well. 2-1 now the count. And the count now moves to 3-1. That one dribbles towards first base and rolls foul. That'll give us a full count. That one hit up the middle. Shortstop makes the grab, throw over. No good. They'll say he got there. Kelly with a nice throw, nice play and throw.
Now batting, number 3, Lane.
So Lane Milligan now up to bat. Aggie coaches want to talk this one over. Thought they had out number 3 there.
Hey, way to work hard on first. Nice job.
So Milligan steps back in, 1 of 4 today with a strikeout. That one hit to right field. So runners at first and second with 2 out here in the 7th.
Now batting number 2, Sean Corso.
Way to work today.
So the first baseman, Sean Corso, now up to bat.
Quinton Walford.
Corso just 1 of 4 today, but doubled and later scored in his last at bat in the 6th inning. First pitch is in for strike 1. That one hit to center field. Ruiz underneath it for out number 3. So with 2 on, the Aggies don't give up any runs. They head to the bottom half of the 7th, trailing 10-8. Edwards 0 of 2 today with a walk and a run scored. Hits that one down the first base line. First baseman makes the grab, steps on the bag for out number 1.
Now up for the Aggies number 24, second baseman, Juan Sanchez.
Now up the second baseman, Juan Sanchez. Had an RBI double in his last at bat. He's 2 of 3 today. Strikeout and a run scored. And a swing and a miss by Sanchez. Pops that one up to first base, and that is out number 2. So center fielder Bradley Ruiz now up to bat. Scored a run in the 6th inning in his last at bat. And first pitch is low for ball 1. That one swung on and fouled. So 1-1 now the count. got him on that swing for strike 2. 1-2 now the count. Aggies doing a great job just being in this game as they fell behind 7-0 midway through the third. There's the throw from short to first is in time for out number 3. Costello 1 of 4 today. Singled in his last at bat. First pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. That one hit towards first base in the gap. Throw to first is in time.
Now batting number 4, Garrett.
That's one down. Just a fantastic play by the Aggie defense. So Garrett Foster, the third baseman now, up to bat. A swing and a miss. That popped up to short center. He gets under it as it drifts, and that is out number 2.
Now batting number
Now up
23,
the right fielder, number 23, Hunter Aguirre. Aguirre 1 of 4 today. Of course, that one we mentioned was a 2 RBI home run back in the third inning. That first pitch outside. That one in the dirt, so 2-0 the count. That one hit right at the shortstop, bob a little bit, throw over is in time. So it's 3 up, 3 down. First pitch, a ball. Yeah, his last at bat back in the 6th inning, a sacrifice bunt. Got. Hope the Aggies start off that 4-run inning. 1-1 now the count. That one in for strike 2. That one hit solidly. Shortstop bobbles it, throw over. And it's there in time, so Padilla is out number 1.
At the plate for the Aggies, number 12, shortstop.
So Nate Kelly, the shortstop, now up to bat. That one hit up the middle. Shortstop makes the stop, and the throw is in time. So back-to-back 6-3 plays. Maeda 3 of 4 today with a double and a run scored. First pitch is a ball. That went in for strike 1. 1-1 now the count. That one hit to right center. Center fielder makes the call for it and the grab. No hits, no runs, no errors. We head to the 9th inning. Carried 2 of 4 today with a double. Also a run scored. First pitch is a ball. So the count now 1-1. That check swing. And said he did go. And that's going to make it 3-1. That one fouled out of play, so a full count. That one fouled off and straight back. And he walked him, so the leadoff man is on.
Now batting number 5, Jacob Chappelle.
Jacob Chappelle up to bat, the shortstop. So 1 of 3 today with a walk and also a run scored. Struck out in his last at bat. He'll face up to bunt right down the first base line. The toss there is in time. They did get 1 out. Runner does advance to second.
At the plate, number 6, Brandon Grieger.
That one fouled out of play. So 0-1 to Grieger. That one hit right at Kelly. The throw to first. A little high. But Edwards able to bring it down for out number 2. 4 of 4 with a walk. 4 RBIs. Popped up down the third base side. It'll land on top of the dugout. That pitch in the dirt. Padilla, good job making sure that one didn't make its way through the 5. 2-1 now the count. That one popped up towards the third base side as well and lands in the Aggie dugout. So 2-2 now the count. That one fouled. It'll roll towards the Stars dugout. Count stays at 2-2. So it's a full count now. Lytle has gone to the full count and now his last 3 at bats. That one hit to left field. And it lands safely. That's going to score 1 as the winds just wreaked havoc for Chris Schreier as he tried to get underneath that one. Aaron Moreno, I'm sorry, came in for Schreier.
At the plate, number 3, Lane Milligan.
So Lane Milligan up to bat now. First pitch is a ball. That one fouled off towards his own bench, so 1-1 the count. Aggies now trailing by 3, 11-8. That pitch in the dirt. Padilla ready to make the throw. 2-1 now the count. That one in the dirt as well. 3-1 now the count. And he walked him.
Now batting, number 2, Sean Corso.
So the first baseman, Sean Corso, up with 2 on and 2 out here in the top of the 9th. Corso just 1 of 5 today. And 1 hit was a double, and he later scored as well in the 6th inning.
Pinch running, number 16, Quinton Wahlberg.
That one popped up in the right center. And the catch is made by Burnett for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Aggies looking to rally, trailing 11-8. Senior day win. Last year it was a walk-off home run over the left field fence. I don't know if with the wind we have today, if we're going to see a repeat of that. First pitch is fouled off. 0-1 the count. That pitch high, 1-1. They'll check it first. That went in the dirt, so 3-1 now the count to Burnett. And they'll say that's strike 2. So a full count for Burnett. That one fouled straight back over the press box. That one hit towards the shortstop, makes the grab. The throw across is in time for out number 1. The Aggies down to 2 outs now.
Number 8, third baseman, Chris Galvan.
Chris Galvan. Step into bat. A swing and a miss for strike 1. That one popped up down the third base side and out of play. So 1-2 now the count. That one fouled up and out of play. So the count stays at 1-2. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Aggies trailing 11-8. That pitch inside. So now the count. One hit right into the first baseman's glove for out number 2. That pitch catches the outer edge for strike one. That one fouled up and out of play. So 0-2 to Rodriguez. 2 outs. That's just misses outside. So ball one, 1-2. That one tipped, caught by the catcher, and that is the game. The Oklahoma City Stars have defeated the Panhandle State Aggies on Senior Day 11-8. Nice comeback by the Aggies after they fell down 7-0 just after 2.5 innings, but they do end up falling.